Yo, what is up guys? It's just Naf here, and today I'm going to show you guys how to build a mini Voltron Defenders of the Universe MOC in LEGO. So yeah, let's get right into the video. Now, this MOC was heavily inspired to me by Jacob Moon's MOCs. Now, I think it was on the 24-hour live stream on TAY BRIX Channel where Jacob Moon's MOCs actually built a mini Voltron MOC, and I'm like, hey, that's pretty cool, can I build it? And so he allowed me to build it, and he allowed me to make a video on it as well. Now, I made tons of modifications to it, so my version looks pretty much nothing like how his version looked like. I modified it a lot, but the same kind of like structures and like transformation techniques are pretty much the same. It's just like the overall cosmetics is pretty much different. But I mean, with that out of the way, definitely go check out his channel. I will leave a card up on screen, and I will leave his channel link in the description below. And if he has already uploaded his MOC tutorial video on the Voltron, on his mini Voltron, I will leave that in the description below as well. But let's get into the review. Now, as I said, here it is, a mini Voltron MOC, and I think this came out really nice. Now, of course, LEGO has the idea set, and that's pretty much why Jacob built his. It's because, I mean, no one wants to spend like around $180 for this huge Voltron MOC. Like, I mean, it's big, but it's kind of expensive, but it's reasonable for like the amount of pieces in it. And so, since some of us can't really get it, I have made a mini MOC right here, and I'm so happy Jacob came up with this, because I mean, I don't think I would have came up with this idea by myself, but I mean, this came out amazing. So definitely go check out his, but I did make some modifications which I will get into right now. Now, starting out with kind of like the color schemes, I guess he just had like all the lines one color apart from like the main black one. Like the yellow one would be all yellow, the blue one would be all blue. You guys get like the gist of it. So I had to kind of modify that. His legs were all like the same color, like the yellow line would have yellow legs, so I had to switch that up. I used 1x2 grills for like the front legs, and then for the hind legs I just used 1x2 plates because I could not find any more 1x2 grills. So I think it came out really nice though. I did change up some kind of like techniques for the front right here. He had like the same transformation mechanism with the feet as he did with the bottom, but it kind of would have sticked out right here on the arms, and that wouldn't really look right, so I kind of just changed that up a little bit. So talking about like the sword right here, it was actually really hard to come up with the design for like the little kind of like wings that come out, and I just didn't add them in because I cannot find anything that fit for it. I tried so many different designs, nothing worked to like fit this scale, so I just had to leave that part out. So I just had like this regular singular one up here, and then for like the little handle, this 1x2 trans blue kind of tile right here. It's supposed to be dark blue. I just don't have any 1x2 kind of tiles in not trans blue, dark blue, so I have to use trans blue, but I think that is fine. And then for the shield right here, you guys can see how I did that. I could not get all 8 spokes, so I only got like 4, and then I didn't get like the ones coming out like between the main larger ones, but I think that's nice. And then for like the little like star design in the middle, I just used a 1x1 tile in gold. But you guys can see the head here, it's actually a little out of proportion. It's pretty big compared to the rest, but this is like the most accurate design I could come up with, and if I used it like at a 1x1 scale, I could not get as many details. Like, I reworked this head a couple of times, and this is the best design I could come up with. But I think it's accurate, it looks accurate to how it really is. It's just a little out of scale, but again, I think that's fine. And then we have the little wings right here, how it folds out. This is the tail for the black lion. Actually, I just kind of folded it up to kind of get it out of the way, but I mean, it kind of does look weird with this huge mech just having a little tail in the back. Moving on to like the little like chest area right here, you guys can see how I did that for like the little main red body section. And then for like the gray part in the middle, I just used one of these 1x2 plates with the railing on the edge. And then for like the little lug piece in the middle, or like the little cross, I just used a gold hollow stud, and I think that works well. But I mean, that's pretty much it for like the overall like looks of the Voltron mech. So now I'm going to show you guys how to transform it into the individual lions. So to start out the transformation, first of course you want to take off the sword and the shield. Now some parts do come off for you, like in the transformation. That's fine because it always does that for me, so it's not that smooth, but I mean just like the clutch power of the pieces aren't really that tight. So you just want to take the weapons out, move them to the side for now, and I guess let's start with the arms. So you just want to take out these kind of Technic pins right there. They kind of are a little tight. The red one wasn't as much as the green, but you want to take those out, and then you can just put those off to the side. And then you want to take these feet off right here at kind of like the knee joint, and kind of breaking apart for me. So let's see. Okay, that blue lion is completely broke, so I'm gonna fix that real quick. But once you have all the main components pretty much taken off, this is pretty much it. So I'm going to go on to the smaller individual lines in a second. I'm just going to start out with this one. So pretty much first what you want to do is you want to twist the legs right here, or the thighs, and again it's breaking off. But you want to twist these around 180 degrees, and you just want to fold them kind of forward like that. Then what you want to do is bring these kind of like shoulders down, like about right there, like halfway in these angled plates, and then you want to bring out these kind of like joints with the Technic axles on them, and then you want to like bring them out and then point them forward, and those will be kind of like the feet of our black lion. I added those in there so it can like kind of level up with the hind legs. But then you want to like fold this down to get the tail, and then you want to kind of bring this head up. But first, before you want to do that, you want to take out like the helmet, and you want to fold it off or up, and then you want to take off this 1x2 blue plate. And what you're going to do with that is you're going to attach it on the back of the sword actually, so it kind of completes the sword a little bit. But after you're done taking that off, you want to put the helmet back on, and then you kind of have the head of the main lion right there. And then that's that. And then for like a little blaster at the top, you just want to fold these hinges down. You might want to have to take them off though. So want to fold them down, and then you want to kind of attach them like this, so they kind of form a shape like that. And then you want to bring them in, and then attach it to the back right there. And there you have the black lion. Now that the black line is out of the way, let's move on to the arms. So I'm going to show you the green one, and then it's pretty much the same for the red one. But what you want to do is fold the head down. You want to rotate, or no, you want to bring these grills out, or the front legs out. Kind of position them to how you like. Then you want to rotate these 180 degrees down. And then you kind of want to bring this kind of ball joint with the Technic pin on the edge up, and that kind of acts as a tail. And then you want to do the exact same for the red lion. And there it is, those are the arms. Now moving on to the legs, it's pretty similar. So let's bring down the head of the yellow lion, but the feet or the front legs are pretty much already out. So you just want to rotate these down about 90 degrees, and then you just position them how you like. And there we go, that is all the lions transformed. Now, actually looking at how I built the lions and pretty much the whole cosmetic looks of them, I'm going to start out with the legs, or the yellow and the blue lion. You guys can see how I did the yellow lion right here. It was kind of hard to kind of include some of the details, so I could not get all of them, especially the cannon right here. To kind of do that, I just used a 1x1 tile in light gray, and then for like the little kind of like wings or stabilizers on the back, I just used a 1x1 cheese slope in red to kind of do that. And then I used these jumpers in dark yellow to kind of extend the body out a little bit, to kind of bring it out how it actually is. And then to kind of get like the red stripe that comes down the middle, I just use one of these 1x1 plates with like a bar holder on the edge in red to kind of get that detail in. And I did the same with the blue line right here. Just to get like the yellow symbol, I just used a red jumper right there to kind of continue that stripe. And then again, to get that yellow symbol, I just used a 1x1 tile in dark yellow. Now I actually used a teal 1x1 plate in blue right here, mainly because I cannot find another like regular one in blue. I'm not too sure why, but a teal one kind of looks fine. It's not too friendly, but I think it's all right. Now moving on to the arms, or the green and the red line, you guys can see how I did that. Now I used a lime green jumper right here because I don't have any regular green ones, but I mean it kind of adds contrast, but then again it's not that accurate. But I mean it's pretty much the same as the other lions, just there's a 1x1 clip in light gray added to the bottom to, of course, create the hand so it can hold on to weapons. But I mean I think that's fine, but it's the same kind of design. Again, the red symbol right there, just a 1x1 red tile, and then pretty much the exact same thing for the red lion right here, just I did not have any more yellow 1x1 tiles, so I had to use a plate instead. But I mean I think that's pretty nice, and that's pretty much the main kind of like smaller 4 lions. Now let's kind of move on to the bigger one right here, and you guys can see how I did that. Now one thing I actually forgot to mention in like the actual like full Voltron form is you can actually rotate the waist right here. It's on just a little Technic joint, so I mean I guess you could get some poses in here, like if he's like kicking to the side, kind of, I guess. I'm not really too sure, but you can get maybe some poses in lion mode. But here it is, and then this is like where the eyes are supposed to go, and then for like little snout area, you guys can see I use the jumpers. And I actually have to take that 1x2 blue plate out because like the actual like face kind of folds in to create the lower jaw, but of course I could not create that feature at this scale, so I just have to take it off and just keep that 1x2 kind of bar plate to like create the lower jaw. But I think the legs came out kind of nice. Of course these kind of like Technic plate pin holder things do stick out, but I mean I think that's fine. And then of course we have like a little belt kind of still wrapping around that red hinge, the cannons, and actually in the actual kind of like transformation, whenever the legs kind of fold up, they take like the little sides of this like with it. But since I could not create that feature, I just used a 1x4 plate kind of like hanging out, you guys can see there, to kind of recreate that. And then like this little like yellow, I'm not too sure what you call it, but you guys can see little like yellow band, I guess, just sits there. But I mean that's pretty much it for the review of the lions. Now I'm going to show you guys how to build them. much it for this video. If you did enjoy this LEGO Mini Voltron Defenders of the Universe MOC, please hit that like button and that subscribe button with the notification bell on if you want to see more like Christmas build by me. But anyways guys, it's just Noff signing out.